Okay, so I'm hoping that this audio is better, but that's good. I'm just wearing this because we just got back from state conference and figured I could knock this out. So I actually did Second Nephi 2 yesterday, but the audio I think was off, and so it wasn't getting in this new audio that I like that I got for Christmas. So I'm just gonna do chapter 3 in First Nephi and make it so that if that was the actual issue, then I can just redo chapter, whatever. We'll just go with it. First Nephi chapter 3. Lehi's sons returned to Jerusalem to obtain the plates of brass. Laban refuses to give up the plates. Nephi exhorts and encourages his brethren. Laban steals their property and attempts to slay them. Laman and Lemuel smite Nephi and Sam and are reproved by an angel. And it came to pass that I, Nephi, returned from speaking with the Lord to the tent of my father. And it came to pass that he spake unto me, saying, Behold, I have dreamed a dream, in the which the Lord hath commanded me that thou and thy brethren shall return to Jerusalem. For behold, Laban hath the record of the Jews, and also the genealogy of my forefathers, and they are engraven upon the plates of brass. Wherefore the Lord hath commanded me that thou and thy brothers, should go unto the house of Laban, and seek the records, and bring them down hither into the wilderness. And now behold, thy brothers murmur, saying, It is a hard thing which I have required of them. But behold, I have not required it of them, but it is a commandment of the Lord. Therefore go, my son, and thou shalt be favored of the Lord, because thou hast not murmured. And it came to pass that I, Nephi, said unto my father, I will go and do the things which the Lord hath commanded. For I know that the Lord giveth no commandments unto the children of men, save he shall prepare a way for them, that they may accomplish the thing which he commandeth them. And it came to pass that when my father had heard these words, he was exceedingly glad, for he knew that I had been blessed of the Lord. And I, Nephi, and my brethren took our journey in the wilderness with our tents to go up to the land of Jerusalem. And it came to pass that when we had gone up to the land of Jerusalem, I and my brethren did consult one with another, and we cast lots who of us should go into the house of Laban. And it came to pass that the lot fell upon Laman, and Laman went in unto the house of Laban, and he talked with him as he sat in his house. And he desired of Laban the records which were engraven upon the plates of brass, which contained the genealogy of my father. And behold, it came to pass that Laban was angry, and thrust him out of his presence, and he would not that he should have the records. Wherefore he said unto him, Behold, thou art a robber, and I will slay thee. But Laman fled out of his presence, and told the things which Laban had done unto us. And we began to be exceedingly sorrowful, and my brethren were about to return unto my father in the wilderness. But behold, I said unto them, that as the Lord liveth, and as we live, we will not go down unto our father in the wilderness, until we've accomplished the thing which the Lord hath commanded us. Wherefore let us be faithful in keeping the commandments of the Lord. Therefore let us go down to the land of our father's inheritance, for behold, he left gold and silver and all manner of riches. And all this he hath done because of the commandments of the Lord. So he's thinking, I like this part because Nephi is being an agent and acting upon the situation, not saying, oh, first try, I'm out, and being acted upon by the situation. He's being creative, and he's being scrappy. Wherefore, let us be faithful in keeping the commandments of the Lord. Oh, I already said that. For he knew that Jerusalem must be destroyed because of the wickedness of the people. For behold, they have rejected the words of the prophets. Wherefore my father should dwell in the land after he hath been commanded to flee out of the land. Behold, he would also perish. Wherefore it must needs be that he flee out of the land. And behold, it is wisdom in God that we should obtain these records, that we may preserve unto our children the language of our fathers, and also that we may preserve unto them the words which have been spoken by the mouth of all the holy prophets, which have been delivered unto them by the Spirit and power of God, since the world began, even down unto this present time. And it came to pass that after this manner of language did I persuade my brethren, that they might be faithful in keeping the commandments of God. He persuaded them. I think we can get better at how we deliver the messages that we share with people to be more persuasive in order to help others be faithful in keeping the commandments of God, like Nephi did. Now 22. And it came to pass that we went down to the land of our inheritance, and we did gather together our gold and our silver and our precious things. And after we had gathered these things together, we went up again unto the house of Laban. And it came to pass that we went in unto Laban, and desired him that he would give unto us the records which were engraven upon the place of brass, for which we would give unto him our gold, and our silver, and our precious things. And it came to pass that when Laban saw our property, and that it was exceedingly great, he did lust after it, insomuch that he thrust us out, and sent his servants to slay us, that he might obtain our property. And it came to pass that we did flee before the servants of Laban, and we were obliged to leave behind our property, and it fell into the hands of Laban. And it came to pass that we fled into the wilderness, and the servants of Laban did not overtake us. And we hid ourselves in the cavity of a rock. That's cool. They like outran the soldiers of Laban, who are like, it's like Secret Service, basically, back then. Like, Nephi and his brothers are probably pretty dang fast. And crazy too, because they've just been traveling a ton. So imagine them at their peak energy. But they had the Lord on their side. So 28. And it came to pass that Laman was angry with me, and also with my father, and also with Lemuel, for he hearkened unto the words of Laman. So he was just kind of like given into peer pressure with Lemuel was. Wherefore Laman and Lemuel did speak many hard words unto us, their younger brothers, and they did smite us even with a rod. And it came to pass as they smote us with a rod, behold, an angel of the Lord came and stood before them. And he spake unto them, saying, Why do you smite your younger brother with a rod? Know ye not that the Lord hath chosen him to be a ruler over you, and this because of your iniquities? So that makes me think, if Laman and Lemuel had not had iniquities, or as many, this could imply that Nephi would not have been chosen to be a ruler over them, which is a huge fork in the road for the rest of the scriptures and the rest of the Nephi and Lamanite histories, is that division and those wars and contentions. And it's just crazy to see how big of an impact the iniquities of Laman and Lemuel for hundreds, if not thousands of years in their posterity. Because, again, if it weren't for their iniquities, Nephi would not have been chosen to be a ruler over them. And that's the reason that over the generations, the Lamanites and their descendants held and taught their children that the Nephites took the birthright from Laman and Lemuel, or from Laman. Anyway, it's kind of interesting there. I've never really noticed that before. That because is kind of crazy. Again, in 29, came to pass as they smote us with a rod, behold, an angel of the Lord came and stood before them, and he spake unto them, saying, Why do ye smite your younger brother with a rod? Know ye not that the Lord hath chosen him to be a ruler over you, and this because of your iniquities? Behold, ye shall go up to Jerusalem again, and the Lord will deliver Laban into your hands. And after the angel had spoken unto us, he departed. And after the angel had departed, Laman and Lemuel again began to murmur. Bro, are you kidding? Saying, How is it possible that the Lord will deliver Laban into our hands? Behold, he is a mighty man, and he can command 50. Yea, even he can slay 50. Then why not us? That's the end of chapter 3. I think we all have a little bit of Laman and Lemuel, and also Nephi in us. And if we're not deliberate about daily repenting of our own iniquities and murmurings, then we can become more like the type of person that we are trying to avoid. But if we are willing to go and do what the Lord has commanded, we know that he prepares a way for us to do those things which he commands. I know that's true. And I say this in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.